back to the Ugaman channel, and today I'm very excited, guys. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and tap the red button so that, and also tap the bell so that you never miss out on any of my videos. So guys, today I want to talk about something very small, something that many of us face. I'm a small YouTuber myself, so I want to share with you guys some of the tips that I think are going to help you, that have helped me in the last 90 days to actually reach where I am. And I think if we share, then we can be able to grow together. So here are some of the tips that I think you need to pay close attention to and make sure that your YouTube grows to the levels where you expect it to be. So tip number one, guys, it's not about the subscribers, it's about learning how YouTube works. It's not about the subscribers, it's about learning how YouTube works, because when you know what to do and where to do it and how to do it, then the subscribers will happen. What the mistake many of us do is to think that YouTube is about actually getting many subscribers, while we forget to learn how YouTube works. So the most important thing is to learn how YouTube works, not how to get many subscribers. Subscribers become very important at a time when you have known how YouTube works and you know how to do the right thing, so that you now start building the audience after you have known how to do the right thing. So guys, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment so that we can all be able to learn from each other. Number two, please find somebody you can be able to learn from. Find an individual who is either on YouTube, it may be your friend, it may be someone within your community that you can be able to learn from. Please find that individual and learn something from them. It is very important to learn from people that are around you, but also it is very key to learn from those that are doing something tangible, or are doing something you think is much better than what you're doing online. So it helps you a lot to know how to go about things the right way. Now, my next tip is also very important. Guys, read the copyright and the community policies. Read the copyright and the community policies of YouTube. It is very important. The biggest mistake that we usually make as small YouTubers that are starting out is to use other people's content. We also go ahead to use certain headlines or certain words that may be against the community policy of YouTube. So what happens if you go against those? You will receive a copyright strike, or you receive a community strike as regards the YouTube violation of their public policy or community policy. And what that results into, if you accumulate 3 strikes in a row in a space of 3 months, your channel will be deleted or your channel will be cancelled. Now, you don't want to waste your effort and it doesn't pay off. So please go ahead and read the copyright and community policies of YouTube. This will help you to avoid using other people's content. It will also help your channel to remain in a good status, in a good and healthy status of your channel. Because when your channel is in that state, then YouTube easily suggests it to people, for people to follow and for many others to actually check out your content. But if your channel has community strikes, I have personally gotten a copyright strike before, and I thought it was something very small that I had used from someone, and these people did not even contact me, so they went straight ahead to give me a copyright strike. Now, what you do get when you get a copyright strike is your content is no longer suggested to people for them to be able to view. And also, on top of that, YouTube does not prioritize your channel. The healthy status of your channel is bad when you have any strike, whether a community strike or you have a copyright strike. So the best way to go about it is to avoid entirely being a victim of the copyright and community strike. Okay, so the next tip that I'm going to give you guys is do a lot of various videos. Now, it is very hard for someone starting out to know exactly where you're going to put your energies. So sometimes you need to understand what works and what doesn't work. So I encourage you that go ahead, do all sorts of videos, do all sorts of content that you think you can do, and then after some time you'll be able to evaluate which content works better for your audience, which content works better for your channel, and then focus on that. But sometimes people tend to now focus on one section, and you find that maybe it's not giving them the real attention they needed from the audience, or people are not engaging the way you anticipated. So you need to be able to go into varieties. Don't limit yourself when you're starting out. It is very key that you identify what works for your audience, because you may love to do certain things but your audience loves another. Okay, so for YouTube it is different. It's not like any other social media platforms where people just subscribe and read. YouTube requires that you watch content, and for someone to stay active in watching your channel, it means you have got to put out content that relates to them. You've got to put out content that they really find entertaining, they really find informative, and they really find maybe some bit of information that they pick out of it. So give yourself an opportunity to try out various formats of content, and also allow yourself to explore the kind of things you can do, because you never know, one of those formats will actually become a very catching niche, and it may be the one to uplift your channel. So please and please don't limit yourself when you're still a young or a startup or a small YouTuber. Yeah. Then the other tip that I must give you guys is belong to a certain community, belong to a network. Identify those clubs, identify those communities that have different creatives, identify those communities that have different people doing different stuff on some of these channels. What that will help you is it will connect you to the real people that are practicing some of the things, and you'll be able to learn from them. The thing is, you don't want to spend a lot of time learning things that someone would have taught you in a very short time. And this is what communities do. So if you take your time and you learn how these communities work, and you join these members, they show you how things work, it will take you a very short time before you grasp the real thing that makes YouTube really work for you. So it is very, very key that you identify those. Sometimes there are those communities on Facebook, on WhatsApp. So just find a way of finding a community that will be able to support you and that you'll be able to learn from. Now, my other tip that I want you guys to look into is avoid any situations of buying subscribers. Also avoid any situations where people do sub for sub. Now, sub for sub is a real disease to YouTube, and once YouTube discovers that this channel is doing sub for sub, they will actually never promote your content. So what you have to do is make sure you focus on doing content that you personally love and you personally find interesting. Then other people will find it interesting also to watch. But if you don't do that, then YouTube will actually discover that you're having a big number of subscribers but having very few activities happening around your content. You don't have people commenting, you don't have people watching, people just keep skipping, you know, from your content and stuff like that. So you just have to make sure that you keep doing great content to attract people to subscribe to your channel. Don't fall victim of buying subscribers, and also don't fall victim of sub for sub. Sub for sub is something I totally discourage. So thank you so much guys for watching. I hope those tips can help you. By the way, I'll keep sharing some of those. There's a lot to learn. I personally am learning every single day from some of the people that I think are doing a good job on YouTube. But you too can find out who can help you to build a better YouTube channel. So thank you so much guys. I'll catch you guys again in the next video. But please, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to leave a comment. And also give me a thumbs up. How? You never know. I need that thumbs up to make better content next time. So alios, I'll catch you guys again tomorrow with another video.